Hey kids, it's time for Tippy and Friends!
Hi kids, and welcome to Tippy and Friends. Today on Tippy and Friends, we're going to be talking about eggs. Yes, they're wonderful, and oh look, there's Tippy now. Hi Tippy, how's it going? We're not talking about carrots today, Tippy. We're talking about eggs. Do you know where eggs come from? You do? You do? Wow. Oh, look there, No, Tippy, eggs don't really come from the Easter Bunny. Try again. That's right, Tippy. Eggs come from chickens. Well, maybe not this chicken. We're going to learn the parts of the egg now.
The name's Friday. It was a Thursday. Another egg-related homicide. The perpetrator? A tiny bacillus, Salmonella. Poor bastard, only 1 in 10,000 eggs carries this. He must have been in terrible shape. Pregnant, or over 85. I think I just threw open my mouth.
As the egg turns, so do our lives.
Yeah, hard day at work.
Yeah, I can hear that.
Gonna get a cold one. You want one?
Yeah, I threw some in the freezer. Help yourself, bud.
Okay. The hell? You can't freeze whole eggs. Don't you know that?
You can't?
No, you have to freeze the whites by themselves, or you have to freeze the yolks with salt. Or you save them mixed together. Like that. Get it?
Yeah, I get it now.
Okay.
And here's another thing we can do with eggs, creme brulee, where the eggs are the structure for the whole dish. And to give it the nice color we want, if you don't have a stove with a broiler in, you can always use this handy little blowtorch. Remember, you may have a heart of gold, but so does a hard-boiled egg.
So since today we're making lemon meringue pie, we're going to need some eggs. Now, when you're dealing with eggs, there's a few things that you should go over. Number one, you should keep them in the carton that they come in. They're designed to hold the eggs. So store them in your fridge where it's nice and cold. And they're away from other odors such as, onion and things like that, because a leek tasting meringue isn't very tasty. And if you feel you have any risk in using eggs, because eggs can breed a lot of bacteria, for the meringue you can use a dry product called meringue powder.
Alright, you've been cutting the eggs with water, haven't you?
Oh, I didn't do it! I swear to God! No, I swear to God! I didn't do it!
Whole eggs!
I didn't do it!
Dead body, eh?
Yep.
Do we know how he died?
Salmonella.
Are you sure he didn't OD? It took the whole box.
This man's been dead for 72 hours.
It doesn't matter what comes, fresh goes better in life. With Mentos fresh and full of life, nothing gets to you. Staying fresh, staying cool. With Mentos fresh and full of life, fresh goes better. Mentos fresh, fresh goes better with Mentos fresh and full of life.
Eggman's, the breath freshener.
Now, you want to make sure when you're separating eggs for egg whites that they're cold, so they'll separate out easier. Now, if you notice here, I've got 3 bowls. One for the whites, one for the yolks, and one for, when we're finished cracking a white, we're going to put it into this bowl. That's for 2 reasons. Number 1, so if you get any yolk into your whites, you won't get it actually in your meringue. And number 2, it's also very good for safety, because you will be able to just pretty much spot a bad egg when you crack it open.
Hello, Charlie.
Hello, cracked egg round pants.
How are you?
Not good. I was thinking, Cracked Egg, you really shouldn't be down here under the water.
Why?
Well, a fresh egg sinks to the bottom of a glass of water or water itself just because it's fresh. But an older egg, when refrigerated, will rise to the top of water at around 4 to 6 weeks. So,
What does that mean?
well, Cracked Egg Round Pants, you're both old. And, well, you got a big crack in your head, which means, you shouldn't be down here. You should be up there floating.
Oh, okay. Bye. Whee! When the fun is done, kids always run to the fridge for something refreshing.
Okay, we got orange juice, we got purple stuff. Hey, we got egg in a box!
Pasteurized egg in a box. It's what kids go for. Welcome back to Egg Factor. Our contestants are off looking for different cards containing the process of eggs throughout our maze. Onto candling, which indeed is a process of the egg to determine the quality of such egg. Charlotte's confused with the two cards in front of her. She's got add moisture or grating. Oh, she's grabbed add moisture, which is not a process of the egg. Two more cards, frying or gathering. Yes, he has grabbed gathering, which is one of the
And now, boys and girls, we're going to learn the parts of the egg. Isn't that fun, Tippy? Well, the parts of the egg consist of a whole bunch of stuff. And inside here, this big yellow part is called a yolk. That's where most of the fats are. And this big white part in here is called an albumin. Can you say albumin, Tippy? Well, it's also called whites, and that's where most of the protein is. And then there's an inner membrane, which holds in all that albumin, and then an outer membrane. And in between the membranes is an air cell. And outside, the whole thing holds it in with one big shell, just like one big happy family. What's that, Tippy? What's the big squiggly thing in the middle? Oh, that's called a chalaze. It's used to hold the yolk in the middle. It's also Greek for hailstorm.